Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into one of the most powerful and frankly eye-opening truths about aging. Now, you might think that the regrets of seniors are all about missing out on fancy vacations or not buying the latest gadget. But trust me, the biggest regret isn't about the things you never did, it's about how you lived your life every single day. This video is all about that one mistake that so many seniors wish they'd never made: living in fear of being themselves. You see, as the years pile on, we often end up clinging to habits, expectations, and outdated beliefs that weigh us down. And while we may have spent our younger days chasing after what others wanted us to be, many seniors later realize that the true cost of that people-pleasing mentality is a lifetime of compromise and regret. Today, we're going to break down the core of this regret and show you how to avoid it so you can live your later years with purpose, passion, and peace of mind. It all begins with one simple but heartbreaking truth. Too many of us spend our lives trying to live up to other people's expectations. We're raised to seek approval from our parents, teachers, and peers. As we get older, we continue to measure our worth by the accolades of others. "A rolling stone gathers no moss" might be a fine proverb when you're on the move. But when it comes to personal growth, staying stuck in old habits can leave you feeling like you're missing out on life. Imagine looking back after 70 and realizing that the bulk of your energy was spent trying to please everyone, even if it meant sacrificing your own dreams. That's the regret many seniors carry with them, the feeling that they never truly lived for themselves. Instead of embracing their own ideas, desires, and quirks, they allowed the world's demands to dictate every move. And let's be honest, no one wants to be that person who says, "I wish I had done things my way." There's an old saying that you can't please everybody, and while that might sound like a platitude, it carries serious weight when it comes to personal regret. Many of us have spent years bending over backward to win approval, adjusting our words, actions, and even our values to satisfy everyone around us. But here's the kicker: when you devote all your energy to pleasing others, you end up pleasing no one, including yourself. Take a moment to think about it. Every yes you've uttered in place of the heartfelt no is a small compromise of who you truly are. Over time, these compromises add up until you find that you've lost sight of your own passions, your own opinions, and your own dreams. And that, my friends, is the kind of regret that sticks like glue. The truth is, chasing approval is like running on a treadmill, exhausting and ultimately pointless. Instead, focus on living authentically. Own your quirks, set your own standards, and let your choices be guided by what feels right for you, not by the endless, shifting expectations of others. Another common regret among seniors is the inability to let go of the past. Many of us hold on to our memories, our possessions, and even our mistakes as if they were life rafts in a storm. But the truth is, these anchors can prevent us from sailing freely into the future. Think about the treasured objects that fill your home. Each one holds a story. That old guitar might remind you of youthful dreams, and the faded photographs may capture moments of joy long past. However, while memories are precious, living in them can become a heavy burden. When you're constantly looking back, you lose the chance to embrace what lies ahead. You end up in a perpetual state of what if, and if only, where regret overshadows the potential of each new day. The lesson here is not to erase your past, but to reframe it. Recognize that every chapter has its time, and that moving forward requires you to release some of that emotional baggage. In doing so, you free up mental space for new experiences, relationships, and opportunities that can enrich your life in ways the past never could. Change is a funny thing. It's inevitable, yet many of us treat it like the enemy. Especially as we age, it can be tempting to believe that our habits, routines, and mindsets are set in stone. You can't teach an old dog new tricks, some might say, but that's only if the dog isn't willing to learn. When you let fear of change dominate your life, you essentially trap yourself in a cycle of inaction and regret. The idea that you're stuck, or that you can't change, is a self-imposed prison. This mindset not only prevents you from exploring new opportunities, but also saps your energy and diminishes your overall quality of life. It's time to break free. Embrace change as an essential part of growth. Every day is a chance to learn something new, to experiment, and to redefine what it means to live fully. No matter how many candles are on your birthday cake, the ability to reinvent yourself is a gift that remains with you throughout life. By challenging the notion of fixed habits and opening yourself up to new experiences, you unlock the potential for continued happiness and fulfillment. Perhaps the most insidious regret that seniors face is the crushing weight of regret itself. Regret is a relentless companion that can haunt every decision and turn every memory into a source of pain. It's easy to get trapped in a loop of what ifs and if onlys, constantly wishing for a chance to do things differently. But here's the hard truth. Every life is full of missteps. Expecting perfection is a recipe for endless disappointment. Regret, if allowed to fester, can steal your joy and leave you mired in self-doubt. It turns every mistake into a permanent scar rather than a lesson learned. The antidote is simple in theory but challenging in practice. Learn to forgive. Forgive yourself for the choices that didn't work out and view every error as an opportunity to grow rather than a permanent mark of failure. When regret loses its grip, the mind is free to embrace the present and seize the opportunities of tomorrow. Instead of letting regret paralyze you, let it be a teacher that guides you toward a more mindful, deliberate life. Now that we've dissected the 5 unhealthy mindsets, living to please others, clinging to the past, fearing change, and drowning in regret, let's talk about what replaces them. A proactive, empowered mindset. The most profound regret seniors often share is not about what they did, but what they failed to do because they were paralyzed by these very thoughts. Imagine waking up every day with a clear focus on what matters most. Instead of being weighed down by the should-haves and could-haves, you look forward with anticipation, knowing that each day is an opportunity to grow, learn, and live authentically. That's the power of a proactive mindset. It shifts your energy from worrying about what might have been to actively shaping what can be. When you adopt this mindset, every challenge becomes a stepping stone rather than a stumbling block. It's about turning the narrative from one of regret and inaction to one of courage and possibility. In this new frame of mind, you no longer dwell on past mistakes. Instead, you harness every experience as fuel for a brighter, more fulfilling future. All right, so you've heard all the theory. Now what? How do you kick these unhealthy mindsets to the curb and step into a life of freedom and fulfillment? Here are some practical steps that can help turn these ideas into action. Daily reflection. Carve out a few minutes each day for quiet reflection. Sit with your thoughts and acknowledge your feelings, both the victories and the setbacks. Write down what you're grateful for and what lessons you've learned. Over time, this practice builds a mental archive of growth rather than regret. Set clear personal goals. Instead of dwelling on past what-ifs, focus on what you can achieve now. Set small, manageable goals that align with your true desires, whether it's taking a new class, picking up a hobby, or simply spending more quality time with loved ones. Each goal achieved is a victory over regret. Embrace new experiences. Step out of your comfort zone. Try something you've never done before, even if it scares you a little. New experiences add fresh chapters to your life story and help dilute the weight of old memories. Remember, growth isn't reserved for the young, it's a lifelong adventure. Cultivate a supportive circle. Surround yourself with people who inspire you, challenge you, and celebrate your uniqueness. Positive relationships can help you break free from the chains of regret and provide a constant source of encouragement. The right company can remind you that every day is a new opportunity. Practice self-forgiveness. Recognize that everyone makes mistakes, big and small. Instead of beating yourself up over past missteps, learn to forgive and move forward. Consider each mistake a lesson in disguise. Over time, self-forgiveness will lighten your emotional load and open the door to new possibilities. Adopt a minimalist mindset. Simplify your surroundings and your schedule. Clutter, both physical and mental, can be a heavy burden. By focusing on what truly matters and eliminating excess, you create space for growth and positive energy. Minimalism isn't about deprivation. It's about making room for what really counts. Stay open to change. Embrace the idea that change is inevitable and welcome it as a source of new opportunities. Whether it's learning a new skill or exploring a different perspective, every change is a chance to evolve. Don't let fear hold you back. Step boldly into the unknown. When you start shedding these unhealthy mindsets, the transformation is profound. Imagine a life where you wake up unburdened by the regrets of the past, where your actions are guided not by fear but by possibility. The process of letting go isn't instantaneous, it's a journey. Yet with every small victory, the weight on your shoulders becomes a little lighter, and the world around you starts to change. Relationships deepen when you stop trying to please everyone and instead focus on genuine connection. Your home, once cluttered with the emotional debris of yesterday, becomes a sanctuary of clarity and purpose, and your mind, freed from the constant nag of what if and if only, is open to the wonders of today and the promise of tomorrow. In this transformed state, you'll find that every day is filled with a renewed sense of energy and possibility. The moments once marred by regret become stepping stones that lead you toward a future defined by freedom, growth, and unbridled joy. It isn't just you who benefits when you let go of unhealthy mindsets. The positive change ripples outward, touching every aspect of your life. As your mental and emotional clutter clears, you begin to interact with the world differently. Conversations become more authentic, relationships deepen, and your overall outlook grows more optimistic. The energy once trapped by self-doubt is now free to fuel creative pursuits, new adventures, and the simple joy of living each moment fully. This ripple effect is transformative. When regret no longer holds sway, you become a beacon of resilience and hope for those around you. Your story of overcoming, of shedding old burdens to embrace new beginnings, inspires others to do the same. In this way, the journey to a regret-free life isn't just a personal victory, it's a shared triumph that can uplift entire communities. At the heart of every great life is a legacy, not measured solely by material wealth or accolades, but by the impact made on the world and the lives touched along the way. One of the biggest regrets seniors have is the realization that they never truly lived for themselves. They never took the time to build a legacy of authenticity and purpose. By letting go of unhealthy mindsets, you reclaim the power to shape your legacy. Every moment you invest in personal growth, every risk you take, and every time you choose to live by your own values contributes to a legacy that endures. It's about leaving behind a trail of wisdom, resilience, and compassion that will continue to inspire long after you're gone. Legacy isn't found in the things you accumulate, it's found in the lives you touch and the lessons you pass on. When you free yourself from the chains of regret and people-pleasing, you create space for a future where your true self shines through. In doing so, you leave a legacy defined not by what you owned, but by who you were. A person who embraced life fully, learned from every challenge, and inspired others to do the same. Turning these insights into action requires practical tools and daily habits. Here are several strategies that can help ensure that, as you age, you focus on living fully instead of being weighed down by regrets. Journaling. Take time each day to write down your thoughts, experiences, and reflections. This practice not only helps clear your mind, but also allows you to track your progress and celebrate your successes. Mindfulness meditation. A few minutes of mindfulness each day can help you stay present and reduce the tendency to ruminate over the past. It's a simple way to train your mind to let go of unhelpful thoughts. Regular physical activity, keeping your body active, is key to maintaining not only physical health but also mental clarity. Find an exercise routine that you enjoy and stick to it, whether it's walking, swimming, or yoga. Decluttering. Periodically assess your living space and let go of items that no longer serve you. This isn't just about physical clutter, it's a metaphor for shedding emotional baggage. Setting boundaries. Learn to say no when needed. Protect your time and energy by establishing clear boundaries in your relationships. Connecting with others. Build and nurture relationships that enrich your life. Engage in activities that foster genuine connection, whether through clubs, volunteer work, or casual meetups with friends. Educating yourself. Never stop learning. Whether it's through books, courses, or engaging in stimulating conversations, keep your mind active and curious about the world. Each of these tools is designed to help you reclaim control over your life, reducing the weight of regret and empowering you to focus on what truly matters. The process of letting go of regret and unhealthy mindsets brings about a remarkable psychological transformation. With every old belief you discard, a new, lighter perspective emerges. Imagine shedding a heavy coat on a warm spring day. Suddenly, the world feels brighter, and every step becomes easier. This mental clarity isn't just a fleeting sensation. It's a profound change in how you view yourself and your future. By releasing the burden of what-ifs and if-onlys, you create space in your mind for optimism and creativity. The energy once spent on dwelling over the past can now be channeled into building a life of meaning and purpose. Over time, this transformation ripples through every aspect of your existence. Relationships improve, your decision-making becomes more confident, and the simple joys of life become that much sweeter. The key is persistence. The more you practice letting go and embracing a proactive mindset, the more natural it becomes, until regret is nothing more than a distant memory. Aging is often seen as the final chapter, but it doesn't have to be the end of the story. It can be a new beginning. One of the greatest regrets seniors have is the fear of change, which locks them into routines that no longer serve their evolving needs. In truth, change is the catalyst for growth, and it is never too late to reinvent yourself. Every day offers a fresh start, a blank page on which to write new experiences. Embracing change means taking risks, even small ones, that push you outside your comfort zone. It might be as simple as trying a new hobby, reconnecting with an old friend, or exploring a part of your city you've never visited. Each new adventure enriches your life and reinforces the truth that growth is a lifelong process. It's time to challenge the idea that you are too set in your ways. Instead, welcome change as an opportunity to rediscover passions, to learn new skills, and to redefine what success means for you. This mindset shift is not about erasing the past. It's about building on your experiences while staying open to the endless possibilities of the future. At the heart of a life without regret is the legacy you leave behind. A legacy built not on possessions, but on the authentic choices you make every day. The regret that many seniors express often centers on missed opportunities, not living in accordance with their true selves, not taking risks, or not standing up for what they believed in. To build a legacy of authenticity, start by aligning your daily actions with your core values. When you act with honesty, integrity, and purpose, you leave an indelible mark on the people around you. Your legacy becomes a story of courage and growth, a narrative that inspires others to live without regrets. It is a testament to the fact that the later years are not a time for complacency, but a chance to shine even brighter. Your legacy is the sum of all your choices. Every act of kindness, every moment of courage, and every step taken toward personal growth adds to that legacy. As you let go of the unhealthy mindsets that once weighed you down, you pave the way for a future where your true self is celebrated. This legacy, built on authenticity and perseverance, is the most valuable inheritance you can leave behind. One of the most beautiful aspects of transforming your mindset is the positive influence it can have on those around you. When you choose to live with clarity and purpose, the change is not confined to your own life. It ripples outwards, touching friends, family, and even strangers. Imagine your journey as a beacon of hope. Your willingness to let go of regret and embrace change can inspire others to do the same. When people see you living authentically, overcoming challenges with resilience, and continuously growing, they begin to question their own limiting beliefs. In this way, your transformation is contagious. This ripple effect creates a community of like-minded individuals, all striving to live without the weight of unnecessary baggage. It's a powerful reminder that when one person takes control of their destiny, it has the potential to uplift an entire network. Your journey, marked by deliberate choices and a proactive mindset, becomes a source of inspiration, a living testament to the fact that it's never too late to change, to grow, and to live with true freedom. So, what does all of this mean for you? The biggest regret seniors often have is not living a life that was truly their own. Being shackled by outdated beliefs, caught in the trap of people-pleasing, and weighed down by the heavy burden of regret. The good news is that it doesn't have to be this way. The path to a life filled with freedom, clarity, and joy is paved with actionable steps and a commitment to personal growth. Take a long, hard look at the mental and emotional clutter that has built up over the years. Identify the unhealthy mindsets that no longer serve a purpose. Ask yourself whether you've been living for the approval of others clinging to the past, or letting fear of change dictate your actions. Then, make a conscious decision to let those burdens go. Start by incorporating small habits that reinforce a positive, proactive mindset. Set aside time for reflection, engage in new experiences, and nurture relationships that truly matter. Embrace minimalism, not as a sacrifice, but as a liberating way to live simply and intentionally. Every choice you make, no matter how small, is a step toward a future where you are in control. Remember, the support you need as you age is built by your own hands, brick by brick. It is not handed down by family or given by society. It's crafted through disciplined habits, deliberate choices, and the unwavering belief in your own worth. The journey toward living without regret starts today, with you taking charge of your destiny and building a future that is as unburdened as it is bright. At the end of the day, the ultimate regret is not the mistakes made or opportunities missed. It's never having truly lived for yourself. The years beyond 70 are not a time for resignation, but a time for embracing every moment with passion, authenticity, and joy. The lessons learned over decades of experience are the very tools you need to shape a life of meaning and fulfillment. Let go of the past that no longer serves you, embrace change with open arms, and above all, live in a way that honors your true self, without compromise, without apology. When you do this, you not only free yourself from regret, but you also light the way for others to follow. As you step into this new phase of life, let your actions be guided by your values, your experiences, and your unyielding commitment to living fully. Every day is an opportunity to build a legacy of authenticity, a legacy that stands as proof that true happiness is found not in external approval, but in the courage to be oneself. The final chapters of life are not written in regret. They are authored in the choices you make every day. With each decision to let go of unhealthy mindsets, you create space for new possibilities. The legacy you build is defined by resilience, wisdom, and the freedom to live a life that reflects your deepest values. Embrace the journey ahead with a light heart and a clear mind. Know that every step taken toward shedding the burdens of the past is a victory, a declaration that your future is not dictated by what you leave behind, but by what you choose to carry forward. As you move forward, let each day be a reminder that the power to shape your destiny lies within you. Invest in your health, nurture your finances, clarify your purpose, cultivate resilience, and build a community that supports and inspires you. With these pillars as your foundation, the future is not something to be feared. It is something to be embraced with open arms. Before wrapping up, consider this. The biggest regret seniors have isn't that they missed out on adventures or never achieved perfection. It's that they allowed the weight of unhealthy mindsets to keep them from truly living. Don't let that be your story. Take control, step forward with confidence, and make each day count. Reflect on the insights shared today. Look deep into your own life and ask, what unhealthy beliefs am I clinging to? Then, resolve to let them go. Replace self-doubt with self-respect, regret with resilience, and the need for approval with authentic living. It's a tall order, but the reward, a life of peace, independence, and joy, is well worth the effort. Your future is yours to create. Every small action, every mindful decision contributes to a foundation that no one can shake. Build your legacy on the strength of your choices and show the world that even after 70, life can be vibrant, exciting, and filled with unbridled possibility. In closing, remember that the journey to a regret-free, fulfilling life after 70 is ongoing. It is a continuous process of growth, reinvention, and empowerment. The regret that haunts so many seniors is not inevitable. It is the product of unhealthy mindsets that can be shed with intention and effort. By embracing change, letting go of what no longer serves, and building a strong inner support system, you open the door to a future where every day is a gift. Thank you for joining this deep dive into the biggest regrets seniors have about aging, and for discovering how to avoid this common pitfall. If this message resonates with you, please give the video a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and subscribe for more no-nonsense, humorous, and practical insights on living life to the fullest. Step confidently into the future with a clear mind and an open heart. Remember, every day is an opportunity to leave behind the weight of the past and to build a legacy of resilience, joy, and unwavering authenticity. Until next time, keep your spirit high, your mind uncluttered, and your focus on the life that still awaits. The best chapters of your story are yet to be written, so make them count.